Good afternoon. This is Mrs. Connor or Auntie Lala or Aunt Pamela, depending on who you are. I am here at Veranda Meadows and I'm super excited because I bought some new books at Costco. And this set looks so interesting. So, this is called Little People, Big Dreams. And it's about a famous artist named Frida Kahlo. So, I'm excited to share it with you. Little People, Big Dreams, written by Isabel Sánchez Vegara and illustrated by Guy von Eng. And it's translated by Emma Martinez, which means it was probably in another language first, probably Spanish. Frida Kahlo was born in Mexico. Just by looking at her, you could see she was special. When she was at school, she got very sick. The illness made her leg as skinny as a rake. That would be hard. But Frida didn't complain. She was different. She liked to dress differently too. Uh-oh. Then, one day, a bus Frida was riding crashed into a car. Life as she knew it changed forever. After her accident, Frida had to rest in bed. To help the hours pass, she drew pictures of her foot. She is drawing. Here's a picture of her foot. Then, even though she was still in pain, Frida decided to draw self-portraits using a mirror. That's a picture you draw of yourself. Painting by painting, Frida and her art got better. It was time to show her pictures to someone else. See what they think. She visited the famous artist Diego Rivera, who couldn't believe his eyes. He wasn't sure what he liked more, her pictures or her. Frida and Diego fell in love. They were so similar and yet so different. But through their ups and downs, Diego encouraged Frida in her paintings. She's getting married. Through her wonderful pictures, Frida spoke about how she was feeling. In some, she looked sad, but in others, she smiled. Here she is smiling. Eventually, Frida decided to show everyone her work. Her pictures caused a great stir in New York. That means everyone was excited. When the exhibition came to Mexico, Frida was so sick. She had to be in bed, but it was clear that nothing could stop her from painting, not sickness, pain, or heartache. Just painting watermelons. Frida Kahlo taught the world to wave goodbye to bad things and say, "Viva la vida," live life. See one of her labels right there. Frida Kahlo was born in 1907. That's way over 100 years ago. And she died in 1954. Here's when she was a little girl. Frida Kahlo was born in Coyoacan, a small town outside Mexico City. When she was 6, She contracted polio, leaving one leg skinnier than the other. As she grew older, she took part in tomboy activities like riding a bike and playing sports. Girls do that nowadays all the time. And once wore male clothes and slicked back her hair for a family photograph. In 1925, Frida was in a bus crash that left her with a lot of painful injuries, including a broken collarbone, ribs, and a pelvis. That's where your hips are. While recovering, instead of continuing her studies, she took up painting, mainly pictures of herself from her bed. Her husband, the famous Mexican artist Diego Rivera, was a great supporter of her artwork. And in 1938, Frida had her first solo exhibition in New York City. However, Frida only became famous internationally, all over the world, after her death. Her paintings are instantly recognizable because of their bright colors and symbols of Mexican culture and have been sold for millions of dollars around the world. Thanks to her strong personality, fighting spirit, and love of painting, Frida overcame the accident that marked her life. She is an inspiration to many women today. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys come back to experience another little person with big dreams that I can read to you. This does have an AR test. If you are in school and you want to take an AR test, there is an AR test at a 3.8 level worth a half a point. The quiz number is 501804. Happy reading, everyone.